Welcome to the second league today. We're playing some Okos and Ursas encrypted commands. Um, you can check out the first league from today in the link down below in the description of this video if you're watching on YouTube. And yep, deck has felt quite powerful so far. Um, I don't think we have drawn Karn a single time. I think we drew it once only. So yeah, that is the only part that I'm kind of like not sold on. Karn seems a little bit sketch. Urza's busted though. So many design mistakes in this past year. This deck is basically this deck is basically design mistakes of the past year. It's kind of hilarious. Ugh. This actually has happened multiple times. Um, I kind of really wish we had access to one more snowland. Like this happened multiple times where I draw one of my duels and an astrolabe, and I'm like, this hand is perfect, except for the fact that I cannot cast any of my spells. Literally, none of my spells are castable with this hand, so I have to mulligan. This one's significantly better, so we're gonna keep it with the bottom one of these explosives. Well, very sad that I didn't bottom this card now. So we can turn one, assuming my opponent has no discard spell, which they very much might. We can actually do everything on turn one, except casting this Karn. So they bubble, probably me. They bubble themselves. Okay, so maybe they have a shock land in hand. That's what that tells me. If they bubble themselves, is because they have a shock land in hand. So Thoughtseize, yep, that messes everything up. If I were them, I think I would kind of want to take the Mox Opal here or the explosives. Like they can also go for the explosives if they have a hand that relies heavily on that shadow, or I guess they might be playing Tarmogoyf too. So maybe explosives is just the pick. But yeah, like it just depends on what the rest of the hands look like. The rest of their hand looks like there's not like with me being blind to their hand, there's no obvious pick. Emery. Okay, so to me that means that they have no removal. It's not a bad one. So play this. We're gonna play this, and I think I'm gonna play explosives on one off a snow covered island. Let's play it preemptively. I don't think I want to crack bubble. Probably another Thoughtseize here. Oh, Angler. Well, that's a problem. Holding up Stubborn Denial. Okay, so actually I need to do something here. I think I want to try to draw land. Land. I guess 4-drop is just as good. 4-drop is basically just the same thing as a land, right? So let's card themselves. If they have another shadow, this is pretty bad problem, but they might actually. Black green for Once Upon a Time. It's nice that they're doing this main phase so I can actually Street Wraith. Alright, so I can know what they're drawing. They have another angler. Yeah, we're Yep. Alright. That was funny. That was funny. I don't think I want Karns in this matchup. It's so bad. The combo does seem good though, so we're gonna bring in the extra copies of the combo. Explosive seems fine. Cryptic seems pretty bad actually. Gonna shave at least 2 copies of it. Nothing else, I think. Rebuke is good. Goose is good. Bubble. Yeah, so all the rest of my cards are good. I think I'm gonna shave the Emery because it needs to survive in order to give me value. And I want the 3 explosives. This is just 2. Actually, I'm gonna do just the 1 sword of the meek now. 2 and 2. Okay. Oh, it's a tough match to get paired against. And you can see the appeal of this Death Shadow deck, right? We actually played played the Death Shadow deck last week. So if you want to check out some content with our opponent's deck, you can find it in YouTube. I was playing a different version with Tarmogoyfs instead of Gourmet Angler. Like the Gourmet Anglers have been a new addition, but yeah, like the decks felt crazy powerful. The deck felt super good. We won from some scenarios that were kind of mind blowing at times. I just felt super far behind, and I just found the line, and we just won out of nowhere. The match against Dredge was particularly great. We played against Dredge, and that matchup was particularly awesome. Pepere, hi, how you doing? That's what, like 7 E's? That's a lot of E's. 9 E's if you count the first 2. But yeah, welcome everybody to the stream. My name is Francisco for those of you that don't know me, and I am going with the meme of calling myself the last modern streamer, because nobody streams modern anymore, which is all sorts of sad. But yeah, modern is my favorite format. It's always been. It will probably always continue to be. So I'm trying to make sure that it stays alive, and I'm trying to do my best to make sure that is the case. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this. Now sequencing is gonna be interesting. I feel like I want to play Astrolabe on 1. If I do Astrolabe on 1, then I'm gonna be able to hold up Rebuke on 2. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to hold up Rebuke on turn 1 though. And if we find a 0, then if we spike a 0, then we're just, that's like the nuts start. We can actually Urza. All right, we can't. We tried though. We tried. We're just gonna have 6 here. Discard spell on 1. No discard spell on 1. Okay. So I can Astrolabe Yeah. So there's no need. Like I just don't want a shock to show my opponent that I have a metallic rebuke. So by doing this, it basically hides the info a little bit. Like now I'm holding up rebuke with in a less suspicious way. Can someone explain what this deck is? To me, I feel big dumb. It's basically an Ursa deck, but instead of being like the combo version that we have seen in the past with like Weir of Invention and stuff, it's more of a mid-range approach. So it is just an Ursa deck, but it does things a little bit differently than the way that Ursa decks have been doing this in the past. So yeah, we have like we're way more of a mid-range slash control deck than in the past. Ursa decks have been just basically combo decks, right? That is the main difference. Collector Roof. No, no, thank you. Gonna shock here. Gonna play Urza. Make a construct. Opponent is playing the great combo of Mishra's Bubble, Collector Roof. Sick combo. Maybe they're just not splashing red at all. I wonder. They need to have another removal spell for this Urza. So Scour Self, that's fine. Yeah, okay. No prime times? No, not today. No prime times today. So here, because I have an answer on board to a Death Shadow, I think I can attack freely. Now we have a lethal threat on board. And I can, depending on what my opponent does here, I can put a Retaliate Rebuke on top of my deck if I feel like that's necessary. It doesn't feel like it's necessary. Like I'd rather have a random draw than a Metallic Rebuke. What is this? Assassin's Trophy, Abrupt Decay. Okay, that's fine. That is a horrendous draw. That is a very, very bad draw. Good to know that they're slashing red, by the way. It's a 9/9 Shadow. Big boy. So I guess I am. No, I think I'm actually gonna wait. Once upon a time into Street Wraith. Sure. I wonder if they're gonna hardcast this. That would be hilarious. They might have to actually. They cycle instead. Interesting. So another dead to Anoko. Snow covered island? No, thank you. Alright, got 2 draw steps here. Drop step 1, draw step 2. Okay. So we're definitely going to play this on 1 again. And I definitely don't want to play Mitaya Rebuke, so I'm not going to play out the Sanctuary yet. Let's see what they draw. Thoughtseize. Nice. So Thoughtseize plus 2 unknowns. They draw an Angler. That's by far the best possible draw they could have found. Frustrating. Frustrating for sure. We just continue to draw blanks. So no spells that we want to redraw. So I'm gonna wait until I have. I'm gonna wait to play this until I have something like what's his name? Until I have something like an Assassin's Trophy or whatever. That is bad. Please resolve. Yes. Alright, so I think I just go for it here, right? My opponent has 1 Thoughtseize and 1 X. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Yes, nice. Anything else? Not really. Maybe I don't want as many fatal pushes. Something like this instead. Because the pushes only kill the shadow. And my opponent is clearly on a Gurmag Angler plan over there. Or actually 0/0. Son of nothing. Definitely keeping this hand, and I think I'm gonna lead on Goose on turn 1. Ugh. Yeah, I still lead on Goose. Next turn we're gonna get to do a ton of things though, which is nice. But I definitely want to save this explosive to play it for 1. Nice. Astrolabe. And land Astrolabe. And Astrolabe. Play another Goose. Oops. Okay. Embry. Goose. Then we pass the turn. We're gonna make a food end step. Or we can also use Assassin's Trophy to kind of mess with my opponent's mana if I think that that's necessary. Yeah, that's fine. Island. Marine and 1, make food. Fourth, actually. Classic. Classic. I'm gonna play out one of these explosives. Holding on to the second one. I'm seriously considering Assassin's Trophy in my opponent's land here. Not sure we've gotten to that point. Well, maybe we are, actually. This might be a greedy play, but my opponent only showed me a basic swamp. And blue is actually kind of important for their deck. I just need a fourth goose. There's an angler, and there's a shadow. Sword of the Meek. We just need to draw something here. Urza. That's a push. It's not terrible. And I think I'm going to push right now before my opponent finds any way of being able to counter my stuff. I can start attacking for 1 with this sword. That does not seem worth it at all. Take 5. Thoughtseize. Okay. Urza. Join a Street Wraith. So that gives me basically no information. Gives me no info at all. I'm gonna crack one of these foods. See what my opponent does. Do nothing. Crack another one. Untap. Draw 1. Draw 2. Sick. Snare and Bridge. So we put this one in the deck. Opponent can't do anything. Good for us. One of the Mystic Sanctuaries is in the yard. Good, I had missed on that before I fetched, so I have to be aware of that. See, Watery Grave. Just pass the turn again. My opponent might be able to deal with this now. No, they don't. Okay, cool. Make food. Green and 1. Make food. So much food. Land. That's actually not bad, because this means that if I want to, I can draw an Assassin's Trophy at a moment's notice. Which might be next turn. So I'm kind of interested in blowing up that Overgrown Tomb that my opponent's got going on over there. I could also just blow up the Angler, but my opponent discarding an Angler doesn't make me so excited about that. So we're going to see what they discard first. Oh, I forgot to make food. That was dumb. Should have made some food there. I think I'm just going to... Funny. Who said that I needed to draw the 4th? Who said I needed to draw the 4th goose now? So my opponent's trying to draw into like Decay and stuff. They have a Goyf now. They have Goyf and Angler? That seems so greedy to me. So, green and 1, food. Green, make food. So much food. Do I want a Mystic Sanctuary? I kind of really want to blow up this Overgrown Tomb. I think I'm gonna do that this turn. Green, make 10 food. So much food. Green, black, trophy your land. This also means that Once Upon a Time is a bad draw for them. Now Abrupt Decay doesn't answer my bridge. And we can go like super long now. Filter for green. Whoops. Make food. Green and 1, make food. We can even like sack a food to make a food if we wanted to. You see? You see what I told you? You see what I told you? So smart. So we get to like loop this here. So target permanent return his hand, draw a card. So we draw a cryptic every turn now. And yeah, we're gonna... I mean, my opponent's dudes are very big, so... My opponent concedes. Wow. That was nice. For a second there, I was kind of worried, and then I wasn't worried anymore. Strip mining his lands with Mystic Sanctuary, yeah. Why wouldn't you? And the best part is like we were immediately rewarded. Like I Assassin's Trophy my opponent's green source, and they immediately draw Once Upon a Time and discard it to hand size. That's just good value right there. That's what that is. That's just real good value. This deck is fun. I'm having a really good time playing this deck, actually. It feels a little bit on the busted side, so... I'm really surprised that I don't see like this deck literally every round. Oh, this is kind of nice actually. So we have turn 1 Metallic Rebuke. Ugh, against the other Vile deck. Bad beats. Bubble. Bubble. Scalding Tron. Pass. So we're playing against the Folk, I would assume. That's perfect. So, bubble myself. Oko, we don't want that. Draw a card. Goose. So, I think I Brooding Pool. Yes. I play explosives for 1 and pass the turn. We can't blow it up right now, obviously, but we can hold up. We can hold up. Like my opponent can bile a 1-drop in. They're going to be able to basically bile 1 2-drop. Seems like good stuff. Bile a 1-drop, sure. Right into my engineered explosives. Oh, they're playing humans. Huh. And I guess they have no true drops? Alright, so we can crack this end step. Next turn I'm going to blow up the explosives. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to hold up Rebuke. So I think that we're going to do this. So they're going to draw Thalia. Good. See what we draw? We draw Emery. Yeah, so I think that I'm going to play Bubble. Then I'm going to fetch Snow-Covered Island. I'm going to cast Emery because we get the value here. So now we have the Emery value engine going. And I'm going to immediately crack this. So we blow up my opponent's board. Like, why? Why, opponent? Like, why? You just want to show me that you had a 1-drop? Is that what it is? Because that's not going to work out the way you want it to. So now they draw a Thalia. They had a 3rd Vial. That's funny. Whoops. So we're going to bubble them. They're drawing Gemstone Mine? Wow, they're playing Gemstone Mine in the humans deck? Crazy. Okay, so here we can. There's no zeros in the sideboard. I feel like I want a Karn though. So basically, I need to put a 0-drop into play. Yeah, Karn is basically game over here. So we put that. We play Gilded Goose. So this enables the Mox Soul Pool. Now we do this. Nothing we're gonna get back, so we're just gonna get an island. We play a Karn. And my opponent's gonna be able to cast the Thalia, but I'm not going to be able to care about it. Ensnare Bridge, I guess. I think I'm just gonna plus. Just plus and do nothing. Just pass the turn. Like this game is just done. Yeah. They play their Thalia, it just doesn't matter. One, two, three, four, five, six. I could Oko here, but I think I like it better to hold up Rebuke and try to find something good. So now we can comfortably hold up Rebuke. We need 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess we can minus for Thopter Foundry. No, because that's going to be 3 mana. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we're good. So minus 2 Karn. Yes. Thopter Foundry. Because of the active goose, we're able to. We're gonna be fine. If we want to, if there's anything that we want to counter for whatever reason, we're able to do it. Charming Prince. Yeah, that's not a card. That is not a card. It just isn't. So now we're gonna minus. I think we're probably just if Thalia attacks the Karn, we just chomp with the goose, and next turn we -2 for the sword. We put the combo together. Oh, they're going face. Well, that's cute. That's real cute. Sword of the Meek. Cast it. We could explode this on 2. I honestly don't think I want to take anything with Bubble. I think we're just fine. Why is my opponent playing Gemstone Mine in their Humans deck too? That is... I don't know. Yeah, like, my opponent took way too long to concede there. Alright, pushes. Yes. Trophy. Yes. Brutalities. Yes. We basically want all the possible answers to the 2 mana dude, which I can't remember the name. The Oof. Collector Oof. You play Gemstone. It seems super greedy. Like you need to use your mana very often. We don't want Karns. Cryptic also seems kind of rough, honestly. Combo seems good. Urza seems good. Emery seems good. Explosive seems stellar. I need to shave 2 more cards. I played Gemstone Mighty Neobrand. Yeah, I played Gemstone Mighty Amulet, fair enough. So these are my answers to Collector Roof. 6 answers to it. Snare Bridge is good. Oko is probably not great. No, Oko has to be good. Huh, how do we sideboard here? Need to cut 1 more card? Guess we cut the trophy? Nah, we cut one of the brutalities. We're at exactly 69 viewers now. That's just nice value. This hand is glacially slow. Hasoko though? Yeah, okay. It's gonna work out. Don't worry about it. I definitely want to play out the Mox Opal though. Unclaimed territory. Opponent is so good at drawing nether vials. It's actually a nice draw. That's a very nice draw. That's not a nice draw. The nice draw and the not so nice draw. Back to back. Oof, my opponent's all about those one-landers. So we found an island. We filter for black. Play Foundry. And then play Goose. So if nothing bad happens, I'm going to be able to Oko next turn, and I think I'm going to Oko the Vial. Actually, I'm probably going to Oko my own food, just plus, make it a 3-3. Just to start speeding out dudes. That's bad. It's pretty good for my opponent. Oko down, opponent's going to swing for at least 4, maybe more. Just give me an Urza from the top deck, right? We've not really drawn Urza that much this league. Both leagues, actually. Let's see what my opponent's going to do here. Explosives would be a solid draw. We can EE for 2. We blow up our own Thopter Foundry, but we can sack it to itself to make it 1-1, so at least we don't like miss on all the value. And we still have a second Foundry in hand for the following turn. EE on 1 would be kind of nice too. Like EE on 1 would actually be much better now that I think of it. EE on 1 kind of wins the game on the spot. Yeah, we're gonna take 5. Take 5. Poggers. So we E on 1, we blow up my opponent's board. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3 mana. So I have enough to crack the Astrolabe. So I certainly want to do this right now. So Thopter Foundry, sack Astrolabe. And we're gonna blow up our own Goose, but that's fine. Snow covered forest. So opponent goes back to the Stone Age. Take 3. Next turn, opponent can't even attack anymore. Poggers. Well, this was a game, and then it wasn't a game anymore. This was a game, and then it wasn't a game anymore. Opponent, why are you attacking? Please explain to me. Not playing around surgical. Opponent concedes. Yep. I feel like my draws have not been busted even. Like I feel like I'm winning pretty easily just with just average draws. Like none of my draws have been like absurd. Like turn one goose into Emery into turn two Urza or something. Like that just didn't happen. I think it happened once in the league and that was it. So I'm just like very easily just grinding through like whatever my opponents are doing with average draws, like with a bunch of Gilded Goose. Like 4 Goose for Astrolabe against Shadow, and we just win anyway. It just doesn't matter. This deck is feeling very, very good. The thing I'm the least sold on by far is Karn. I don't know what you could be playing instead of Karn though. Like Karn seems definitely solid, but it hasn't felt incredible or anything. We've won so many games without even seeing Urza. Ficescu? I feel like we played against this person today. Have I? Oh no. Hmm. Interesting. For whatever reason the name just sounded very familiar. Put most to 5. Hmm. Having Cage instead of Tormod script is something that I'm not very excited about actually now that I look at the list. I guess it's reasonable against something stupid like Neobrand or whatever, but like I would feel like Tormod script might help you way better against some of the other stuff. That's actually a solid draw. So this means I'm gonna goose on 1. And then we can Oko on 2 if we want, or we can do other stuff. Oko on 2 seems good because my opponent might be a mono green Karn. Oh, whoop. Mono green Karn, mono green Tron, I meant to say, but. Alright, so no turn. No turn 2 Oko for us. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like I got Emery here. And I guess this could technically still be Eldrazi Tron, so I'm going to preemptively play these explosives for 0 just in case. So we just milled nothing of relevance with the Emery trigger, or just natural Tron. Of course. It is Eldrazi Tron. Sure. Sure. Um. Yep. Just gonna Oko the Smasher. Oops, no, not that one. If they have another Smasher, then we might be in trouble, but besides that, we're looking pretty good here. Next turn, I'm probably going to They go after Oko. Okay. Ugh. No, I don't think I can hold up Rebuke, unfortunately. So I'm going to Mystic Sanctuary, not trigger. Just gonna Karn. Plus on Astrolabe to protect my Oko. My opponent says ban Oko, and I'm like, I agree. 100% agree, my friend. I guess I'm gonna make it 3-3 from this food. And if we untap, I'm going to... If we untap, I'm going to go get Snare Bridge. No, Damping Sphere is probably going to be the first thing that I'm going to get. Like, the way that I lose this game is my opponent just... Yeah, I feel like I go get Damping Sphere because at that point I'm holding a Metallic Rebuke and I'm simply just like taking over with my Planeswalkers. And next turn I can Lattice them. So Damping Sphere, food, play this tapped, no attacks, and go. Anything that they do, I counter, and then I untap, and I Lattice my opponent, and they should be game. It's funny, like my opponent is complaining about Oko to me, and I'm like, dude, like I agree. I'm on the same camp. Like I think this card is messed up. Like, so it's just like I agree that it's just bad. It's terrible for modern, but you know I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like you're singing to the choir, preaching to the choir. I don't know how you say that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Lattice here. Plus on Astrolabe, sure. 20 conceits. So against this deck, we've been doing Trophy plus double Thoughtseize. And then we'll be taking out 2 explosives. And what's the other card we'll be taking out? I guess it wasn't Metallic Rebuke. It was one of the Thopter Foundries? What was the other card that I've been taking out? Was it one of the Emirates? No, it wasn't. Maybe it was. Yeah, okay. This pile title looks weird to me. Yeah, this is the new amulet deck. We want to ramp in the early turns, and we want to cast our Titan. And then once the Titan gets cast, we just take over. And then we have interaction in the form of pacts, and we have Karn the Great Creator. This is a Karn version of the deck. And yeah, we have lands with abilities, and 1 mana artifacts, 1 mana ramp dudes. It's basically Amulet, right? Like it's definitely it's just Amulet. We're just playing Amulet today. I should change the stream title to say that we're playing Amulet. Urza Amulet. Okay, this way I see it clearly. Yep. Sometimes you just need the decks to be explained to you in an amulet way, and you just get them a little bit better, you know. uh, that's funny. But yeah, you heard it here first. Urza is basically amulet. It's just the same deck. It's the same deck. Maybe actually I should shape some zeros against the Chalice deck instead of Emery. The problem is that it's kind of weird, right? Because like the zeros are what make Emery good. So if we side out zeros, then Emery becomes better. So we actually don't want to see Emery. It's kind of weird. I will keep that line in mind. Yep. It's basically the same strategy. This is the third time we're playing against Eldrazi Tron today. Yeah, we have to ship this one too. Keep this one. And I think that we're gonna bottom Urza and Karn. Just Oko is very good against my opponent. If they have a Chalice on zero, we kind of just scoop to it. All right, sweet. And now we have turn 2 Oko. So we're not going to crack this. Which, honestly, it sucks a little bit, but... Yeah, we need 2 Oko here. Make a food and pass a turn. And I think that I'm actually going to... My opponent's upkeep. I'm going to be cracking these bubbles. Alright, so my opponent has Tron on turn 3. See what they can do with it. Want to see what they draw, and I think I'm going to crack both. Vomit. So I need to crack both bubbles. The good thing is we can actually kill this Karn if we want to. Like if they can go get Ensnare Bridge, I guess. And if they manage to empty their hand, then that's a smasher. And what else? Ha! That's cute. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna try to draw cards. We need to... Oh, they're drawing Thought Knot too? Gross. Wow. Massive whiffski. Massive whiffski. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Yeah, so we just died here. My opponent had the turn 3 Tron into multiple threats. Just gonna concede here, we can't win anymore. Yeah, we just do the same thing, right? We just draw better instead of mulling to 5. At least they have good art Tron lands. Yeah, I always respect when my opponent has the correct Tron art. Okay. Keep this. In case my opponent doesn't do anything on turn 1, I can, get some value. Relic of Progenitus. Do I care about this card? I don't really. Oh, Glory Fates, thank you so much for that. Oh, nice. Thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. And I have no idea what is that thing with the 5 emotes shared, but that's cool. Don't even know what that is, but I'm looking forward to finding out. I think just pass. We draw the Karn. Explosives. So we play explosives for 0. Play not shock. And now we kind of really want to find they're going to excite the bubble, doesn't matter. We really want to find the land here, so we can start pressuring with Oko. Hey Guru, how you doing? Alright, so they don't do anything. So I'm suspecting they might have natural return or something. Oh, so there's a Misty on top, which is great for us. Exactly what we need. Fine land. I should have fetched with the other land. That was my bad. Snow-covered island. Play Sword of the Meek. We're gonna pass the turn. Still holding up Rebuke. Brutal. Uncounterable Reshaper. Nice, nice, nice. I feel like I'm not going to be able to hold up Rebuke forever. This cavern definitely makes things awkward for this Rebuke. But I think this is fine. We're going to attack the Yoko. That's okay. We basically just need to untap with it. We're going to be fine. Let's see what this is. Another Reshaper. Yeah, that's cool. What to do here? I have some options. I think I'm gonna do Sculptor Foundry. and just Oko make a food a 3/3. And I guess my opponent stepped out, so I can activate this once. Have a 2/3 in play. Still holding up Rebuke for a Karn or something like that. That might be annoying. Though if they complete Tron, then we're just kind of screwed. Urza off the top just wins the game, obviously. Both of them coming at Oko. So I'm gonna trade both. Yes, they draw 2 cards, which sucks for me, but Urza's power plant, okay. And what else? Expedition map. That is bad, actually, for me. That one was pretty good for my opponent. Alright, so they complete Tron now. And what? Now what? Good thing is we can counter Karn. Three. God damn it. Wow. My opponent's draw just lined up very, very well against mine. Still one Urza away from winning, though. So they probably take the Cryptic if they have their own Karn. They take Metallic Rebuke. Okay, so I guess they want to do something else this turn. What could that be, though? Biting Needle? Oh, okay. So this blanks the Yoko? This blanks the Yoko or the Thopter Foundry. Okay. So we're gonna make a Thopter here on step. Because we can. Because my opponent tapped out. So that's a blocker. Urza. Damn it. I can make a bunch of dudes here. I can Cryptic Bounce the Thought Knot. I can Karn Plus. Karn Plus on the Sword of the Meek. But then I kind of die to my opponent's Karn. Yeah, we're just stuck on mana here, basically. I think I just passed the turn holding up Cryptic. And if they don't do anything, worst case scenario, I can just like bounce the Thought Knot and like try to draw it into an Urza or something. Opponent has a lot of mana over there. Second Thought Knot would obviously be the worst possible outcome for us. That's a Smasher. So they can clear the Yoko here if they want. I think I'm gonna let them. They go face. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Hmm. I did not see that play. That is very surprising. So I can like bounce Biting Needle and step and draw a card. I can bounce a land. I'm definitely casting Cryptic. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna bounce this to hand. See what happens. Draw a Moxopo. Fetchline is a nice draw because it kind of forces the relic. Mystic Sanctuary. Get back Cryptic. So this forces the relic activation. That's fine. Now I can make a bunch of dudes. Play this. And I can actually... I can actually Karn a Damping Sphere. Seems actually important for me to do this. Like I'm trying to make sure that my opponent can... that I can stand off my opponent basically. I assume that they don't have another Smasher, though that is not for sure. And if they replay the Biting Needle, that means that they basically can't play anything else. They can play a second Thought Knot or something, but that's not going to be particularly relevant. And now we have the Thopter combo going on. Unless my opponent plays their own Karn. Yeah, bouncing E and casting it for one just takes up too much mana. I was trying to make sure that I can get a hit on board, right? That's what I'm trying to do. And this is kind of like a tempo play that I made there. Yeah, there's the Karn, which is not particularly surprising for my opponent to have there. So now the Thopter Sword combo doesn't do anything until I answer the Karn. Probably gonna replay the Biting Needle here. But if my opponent attacks... Okay, so they plus Onoko. If they attack, then I can clear my opponent's Karn by attacking with the Thopter Foundry or something, and if I do, then I get to combo off with Sword of the Meek. So that's definitely good for me. So my opponent kind of needs to plus here, and they need to not attack. Yeah, this is not an obvious turn at all. So yeah, so they plus with the Karn. I guess that if they can plus and just like attack with both at the Karn, and I can't stop them from killing it, yeah, that's actually pretty bad for me. Alright, can you please have an Urza or something? Second Karn. Second Karn means I get to protect my own Karn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna plus on the Sword of the Meek. Well, I guess they can lattice me, and I'm behind on board, so I'm gonna die. So yeah, I should have attacked the Karn there. That was actually a mistake. Should have attacked the Karn with the Sword of the Meek, because now the lattice locks me out, because my opponent is ahead on board. No, they plussed, so I couldn't kill the Karn. I could deal 4 damage to the Karn to prevent it from getting lattice, which might have been the correct line, honestly. Oh, they're playing something else? What is this, another Smasher? They trying to Ballista? They are trying to Ballista. Plus on Damping Sphere. I think they thought that they could like kill my Damping Sphere with the Ballista, but that's not how this works. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to start clocking my opponent's Karn with the Damping Sphere. And I guess I can use explosives. This goes with me, this one's irrelevant, but I can double block the thought knot if I want to. Do I want to double block the thought knot? I don't think I do. I think I'm just gonna jump here. Yeah, my opponent did. I think they kind of messed up really bad there. I think that they thought that they could activate Walking Ballista, but they can't. Urza. That's not an Urza. Alright, so. We can go get Bridge. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go get Bridge. Yes. And then I'm gonna start attacking this. Oh, I'm dumb. I should have attacked first. I can't lattice. If I lattice, my opponent is ahead on board, so they just attack my Karn and then nothing happens. So lattice is usually the last thing that you do. Like, you need to make sure that everything else is covered before you lattice. And here we definitely do not have everything covered. This turn I can lattice though. And if I lattice, I can start attacking. The problem is that Lattice locks me out as well. Like, we both get locked out. So I just need to make sure that all the stuff that I do, like, basically I need to draw lands for the next 7 turns. Or an Urza. Basically, an Urza fixes all my problems. They plussed on Thopter Foundry. That is fine. Prime Sat 19, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the continued support, really appreciate it. We need more flyers. Yeah, we unfortunately cannot generate more flyers while my opponent has a Karn in play. Thopter is going to attack Karn. I don't think I can Lattice, really. Because my opponent is going to be able to attack through the Snare and Bridge. I can Needle and like Needle my opponent's Karn. That might actually be the line. So now both Karns get locked out. But I get to attack my opponent's Karn and they don't get to attack mine. Yeah, this is the second league, Rulo. So after I finally kill my opponent's Karn, then we can try to all this dust. It doesn't do much, right? It kills their own Smasher, which is cute. I guess it stops the attacker. But I'm drawing towards Urza here. Oh, the walkers are blanked, which is hilarious. If I were my opponent, I would definitely try to challenge for 4. Yeah, Hanger back doesn't really do much. I guess they can pop it. Yeah, I guess they can dismember their own Hanger back and try to attack my Karn that way. Actually, I think I'm going to use this turn to just play the second card. I just want to take it out of my hands. I'm going to keep this one. This is a free turn to do that, but I want to empty my hand so my opponent cannot attack with the Hangerbacks through with the Hangerback Thopters through my bridge. Also, my opponent is like 10 minutes behind me on clock, so there's that. Interesting. Cryptic Command. So if I bounce the Karn, what happens? They need to replay it next turn. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing though. Urza, please. Nice. Sometimes you just have to ask politely. Now one of us is actually advantaged. Sculptor Foundry's there. Emery. Well, damn it. Okay, so we're gonna need to draw another Cryptic here. The good thing is that a fetch hand will also do it. Because once we get the Cryptic, we bounce my opponent's Karn. Well, I guess we bounce my own Pithing Needle. And I just lattice them, but this time around, I actually have a 10-10 construct and my opponent doesn't. Or they just have Dismember. Dismember their Harenga back. That is fine. I'll go in at Karn. Goose is gonna jump in the way. Karn down to 2. I guess I should have played the second Embry there. Great creator. Green, tap for blue, make a food. It's a bubble that doesn't do anything. Nice. Okay. And now I guess I play a second Embry. 1. Keep this one. Alright. So we need to draw a Cryptic and we will win. We Cryptic bounce my opponent's Karn and then we kill them with Urza? Yeah, we just lattice lock them. We still have 2 more Cryptics in the deck. Yeah. And that is a Cryptic. So we're probably going to win next turn. Oh, we can actually do it this turn because of the Astrolabe. Mystic Sanctuary. We mill an Astrolabe with the Embry. Yes. Target Astrolabe. Astrolabe. Draw Cryptic. To target permanent to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Actually, I don't want to draw a card. Oh no, I can't. I can't do that because I can't activate Karn. This is. Oh, I just go infinite. Never mind. Yeah. So yeah, we just bounce and draw. Bounce and draw. Now we're going to use Urza to tap Sculptor Foundry. Tap one. Whoops. Tap this. We're going to activate 1 mana, sacrifice Astrolabe. We're gonna bring this back. Tap mana, activate, sack. Yes. Tap for mana. Oh, please, opponent, just concede. Activate, suck this. Yes. Tap, activate, suck this. Yes. Tap, activate, suck this. This is the problem with doing this in Moto. Suck this. Sometimes your opponent is kind of a douche and they this is probably enough. Because if my opponent always dusts, they still cannot cast the Karn, which means I get to where is it? Over there now? Sure. Alright. No, Blaststone cannot kill my Thopters. Blaststone comes into play with 1 counter, so Blaststone does not kill Thopters. What Eldrazi they draw? I thought not. It's fine. Kills the needle and fetch bridge. Yeah, but they can't do everything. Like there's a damping sphere in play, right? That is like a big part of the thing. The fact that my opponent's mana is super mega taxed. Tap, activate, suck this. I want to make sure that I have lethal. Tap this, activate, suck this. So my opponent has 4 blockers, so I need to make sure that I can 16 them on 1 shot. They did not recast the Karn, actually. I have no idea why. Yeah, I'm not gonna time out. Like, I still have 5 minutes. Alright. Third time playing against Eldrazi Tron, 3rd victory. That one was kind of a long one. Anyone knows what the first league record was? It was 4-1. We lost to. What did we lose to? Kind of forgot. I remember we lost the fourth round, but I can't remember what we lost to. Yeah, I'm gonna snap this hand off. This hand is turn 2 Oko, turn 3 Urza. Verdant Catacomb. So that's probably. That probably means that we're going to. Andres Ambiase? What? Hi. Have we played earlier? I don't remember playing against this person. Oh. See my opponent's up 2 over there. It's a black throw, so that means that my goose is probably dead. Monstrous Carabid. Now we definitely. Were you on living in as well? Yes, they're telling me that they were on dredge, which makes more sense because definitely do not remember playing against living in yesterday. So yeah, we can't really do much else, so we're just going to do this. We're gonna make an Oko and we're gonna plus to get a food. So all I want to draw now is some kind of like counter magic, or yeah, I guess that Karn doesn't do anything because we have like Grafdigger's Cage. This stupid card doesn't do anything against Living End. Bad beats. But I think if I sandbag this Urza, I might be able to stabilize post Living End. Not like this though. Not like this. Beast Within, that's brutal. Is Tron running rampant lately? We've played against it 3 times this league, like this stream. So it was 3 out of 8 matches we played so far, 9 I guess, counting this one. So you can say that it's one of the popular decks at least. That is safe to say. Just beat Ponza with no nonsense analysis feels great. Learning a turn from Yuki of the Oh, thank you, Freezer. That is no small feat. Okay, so they're going to Outburst here. I think this is fine though. Like we can beat what my opponent's got going on over there with Ursa. So I'm gonna have to play Exclusives on 0 just to enable the Mox Opal. Gonna play Ursa. And then we're gonna tap Ursa to cast Emery. Play a tap land. And pass the turn. So we're sitting at 19, so we get to take some hits. Oh, I shouldn't have said. What am I doing? I fetch for the Watery Grave, and the Watery Grave makes the Street Wraith unblockable now, so I have no good blocks. So I just need to take 13 here, I think. Yeah, this is kind of brutal. That was a punt for sure. Like, I should have gone to the breeding pool. Swamp Walk. Facepalm. Massive facepalm. Redundant Urza. First things first, I'm gonna cast this Astrolabe. Try to find something here. It's a Karn Great Creator. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can Karn plus Ensnare Bridge, which is what I'm going to do. I guess that we could Karn for Thopter Foundry. Is that better? No, it's better to do it for Bridge because it allows me to, like, I can't block this, so that's gonna get me. I guess I should have attacked first. Nah, because this means that if they have another Beast Within, I get some profitable blocks. The good thing is that if the Beast Within kills the Bridge, that means that they're not going to be able to kill the Karn. They do have the second Beast Within. Nice. Yep. Good for my opponent. Cycle Carabid. Okay. What do you think of seeing Urza Oko Karn fun deck? Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun. Definitely been having a good time playing this deck. Definitely, there are a couple of things that I would like to change, mostly in the sideboard, because of the Karn package. Go face, and go to Karn. So we're gonna block there, we're gonna block there, pass the turn. Yeah, we would have been able to set up lethal if I had attacked last turn, but then I would have needed to chump with the Ursa, which might have been fine, honestly. Another Emery. Ah, damn it, same mistake again. Should have attacked first. I guess the Ursa can serve. And I don't think they have any ways of putting cards back in my hand, so I'm just gonna keep things like this. We're getting to the point where they can leave it in again if they want, so that's why I'm holding off to this Ursa as much as I can. 5 mana. Hardcast Horror of Broken Lands. Okay, you got it. Alright. Gonna get the Mishra's Bubble. Cast it. Tap. 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 and tap, activate Urza, Oko, nice. Just gonna plus to create more food. This is so we don't get cheesed out somehow. All right, sweet. Feeling pretty good about this one. Whoops. Yep. I guess my opponent was not feeling good about this one. All right, sweet. Thoughtseize. Yes. Brutalities, I guess. Definitely want my counter magic. Explosives is terrible. Maybe I don't. I actually think I do shave all the explosives. Something like this. So we got a Thoughtseize. Yeah, okay. We need to draw some stuff with this hand for sure. The 1D because of the transforming into a deck that uses that Rhino token generator. Can't remember the name. I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest with you. Thoughtseize you. Thoughtseizing you eliminate an opponent on turn 1 is not great, but we did get lucky there. Cycle Cerodon. Sure, I think I'm going to look at what they draw now. Carabid. Alright, sure, whatever. Crashing Footfalls. Really? Do they sideboard into that? Is that like a new thing? That's actually not bad because it allows me to Emry here, which is kind of nice. We didn't mill anything particularly good, but that's fine. Just like getting, like the fact that now my opponent is gonna live in it, but we're gonna get an Emry back at least. It's kind of cool. I hadn't even thought about that interaction. Cerodon and Carabit. They can chew on my Mox Opal if they want to. That's fine. Bubble. Cast this. Cast Foundry. They're gonna be able to chew on the Foundry now if they want to, but that's probably just fine. Cycle Peatland. Like so far, what we got going on, what they have going on, is pretty manageable. Is not kind of missing on the lineup there is the only thing that it's kind of painful for us. And end step, Bubble Dam. So they for sure have the thing. It's a Goose. That's an Ursa. We've been missing on this land drop for so long. It's been kind of brutal. Not much we can do, unfortunately, though. And they do have lethal, so we're gonna have to chump. they don't have the Outburst? Huh. Are they trying to get like more value or something? Sure is gonna go after the Thopter Foundry, but that's fine. Not gonna be able to get value from it, but that's okay. Play the Grove. Beast Within. Breeding Pool. Okay. I'm gonna get the Mox Sobel here because the Mistress Bubble, sorry. Because I'm not gonna be comboing yet. It's gonna create more food. And just gonna pass the turn with a bunch of mana up, see what my opponent does. Play Urza Horde Cryptic. That's an idea. I was trying to like Cryptic end step. Because I kind of have perfect information on what my opponent is doing. Like I'm drawing 2 cards a turn. I think I'm gonna go for it now. Yeah, now that I have a second Urza. If the first one dies, it's not that big of a deal. Should have plus first, by the way. Though I guess this is fine, though. Beast Within. Okay. Yeah, should have definitely plus first. Cast Bubble. Green Cast Goose. So you're gonna draw the Ceradon now. You have Ingature. Cycle Ceradon. It's fine. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here. Unless they have Veil of Summer, they could have Veil. Wait, what? Maybe gain a life to cycle? It's weird. So I know about the Ingature. And then I don't really know about anything else. Alright, so they got the Chewer. They're probably going to kill my Construct, which is perfectly fine. Not sacking Bubble End step because that would have put me down. Karn. Black. Blue. Minus. Go get Sword. Oops. Tap. Tap. Cast Sword. Alright. Blue. Activate sack. Always yield. Yes. Blue. Activate sack. Yeah, and at this point we have Cryptic mana, so there's nothing that my opponent can do. Though there's nothing that my opponent does have, right? Like if they did have anything, they would have already used it. And unfortunately, we're going to have to do this for a while. because I'm intending to win this turn. And we can actually win this turn because of Karn the Great Creator. We have one left in our deck. And we can Lattice lock them immediately. My opponent is a good sport that they concede. Nine and 1 so far with this list in the day. Doesn't seem smart to play Veil of Summer, Living End, and you can skate into that. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you're right. Ricochet Trap is the card that Living Ends uses. Hands so close. So that's the card that I was thinking of. New to Pioneer, I don't know what cards to buy. I just got a banned field of that deck. I know it's basically banned. Yes, I do enjoy Pioneer a fair amount. The deck that I had been playing was the Green Red Aggro deck. I've been playing this deck a fair amount. Now the deck is not as good anymore. I mean, I guess that I will need to like rebuild it because both Once Upon a Time and Thopter were run in this deck, and now those are not legal cards anymore. I've also been playing Green Devotion, where again my lands got my Once Upon a Times got banned. And the one that I was considering trying now was gonna be the Blue Green Stumpy deck, which is this one. This one only got Once Upon a Time banned, so I'm assuming that it's going to be reasonable. And this deck also looks pretty sweet. I mean, I think that now that Field of Dead is banned and stuff, I think that Oko just becomes hands down the best thing to be doing in the format. So basically, what you can do becomes a little bit more limited because we have a card that is absolutely busted that's legal in the format. So we're playing against Tron. Against any version of Tron, I think I'd rather just be able to explosives. Holding up Rebuke here. Now, I guess I have an onboard answer, but that onboard answer kind of messes up with my own plan, so I'm just going to Rebuke this. I think I want to use my mana, and I'm not going to be able to crack Bubble. Yeah. Now I'm going to be able to crack Bubble. The Bubble was the thing that was enabling my Mox Opal. Now that I have 3 artifacts, I can actually use it. Opponent has a Reshaper. Now we sack. They're going to draw Chalice. Land. Sick. So now we can Urza. Putting Pool in Shock. And 1, 2, 3. Blue. Sacking this. Play Urza. Next turn we Oko. Holding up Cryptic. Should be good. These weekly bans are kind of annoying me at this point. I just can't keep spending all the money on weekly meta changes. Yeah, it's kind of brutal. That's why I haven't bought into the deck yet, into the format yet. The Chalice and Zero. That is kind of annoying, actually. So we can make a food. We can Oko, we can make a food. And then we can play the Sword of the Meek. Can't equip though. I mean, as long as this Urza doesn't die, we're gonna be in a fine spot. If this Urza does die, like if my opponent has a dismember or something, we're gonna be in a really rough spot. But besides that, we should be fine. Could have played Ursa and then Oko in the same turn. Could I? I don't think I would have had. I guess I could have used. Yeah, I could have sacrificed one of my Vox Opals. I guess that would have been the way. What about Treasure Cruise? Uh, I mean, I think the Treasure Cruise is fine, but it hasn't found a broken shell yet. The only good things that I have seen are the Phoenix deck, which is as everything, as all the other decks are getting banned, the other like the decks that were kind of there but not quite are gonna become much better. So yeah, so the watch list would be like Dig Through Time. I think Dig Through Time is more Final Fender than Treasure Cruise. Dig Through Time, Nexus, and Oko are definitely in like the ones in the watch list. Elvish Mystic or Llanowar Elf potentially. Like the fact that there's 8 mana creatures on turn 1 is kind of a little bit great. I don't know if it's too good, but it's definitely very good. So that might also be part of the ones that Wizards is kind of like looking into. Opponent really tanking this turn. Thought Not Seer. That's a great draw for them actually. Now they get to take my Cryptic. So that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to figure out if there's anything that they can do to Oh, they plus on the food. Oh, because they know that I have a Mox Opal, that's why. Junior the Explosives doesn't do anything. I can take their Matter Reshaper, give them Mox Opal. And I can play out the Explosives just to develop my mana. I can trade with the Thought Knot if I want to. I kind of do want to, actually. So now we can attack the Karn a little bit more cleanly. I suspect my opponent is gonna minus for Ensnare Bridge now though. But then I can just Oko the Ensnare Bridge and attack the Karn anyway. And this card just literally answers every single problem. It's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, I'm just gonna play another one of these. Just on one to play around the Chalice. But I just want to like make sure that I have more mana. Yeah, 3-1 Teferi maybe bites the bullet because it's just so frustrating to play against. It's just a dumb card. Just cutting interaction for good is it's not something great. which is not a good thing for the game. Our own Karn would win on the spot. Alright, so they're going for the bridge. Micah and Lattice. Okay. Do they also have the Dismember? Ah, brutal. I get it. I guess the only thing that they need really is just a big dude. Yeah, I think my opponent might have gotten there. Man, this hand has been so awkward. Wasn't much that we could have done. Yeah, they have another dude. Yeah, they just have something else. Yeah, this is what my opponent needed. Alright, we got locked out. Alright. I wonder if there was something else that I could have done there. Our hand was definitely super mega awkward. Could have seen Kill for Action on Life in Ad Nauseam though. Fair enough. So it's not great. Just unplayable. Unplayable card. Alright, opponent, bring it on. Let's see if this is like the fourth Eldrazi Tron opponent and they are able to finally take the one match away from me. For the 5-0 of all things. The highest, most important match. I wonder if there was anything I could have done. I could have not traded out the Thought Knot for the thing, but I feel like I needed to. I needed to develop my board, and I couldn't attack with the Urza. Like I just couldn't throw away the Urza in there. Like the Urza was the only thing that was keeping me in the game there. Yeah, I don't know. So this is a potential turn 3 Ursa or turn 3 Karn. Gonna risk it. Definitely playing out the Explosion Zero. And playing out the Moxopol as well. Fetch for Breeding Pool. Astrolabe is a very good draw. Sword of the Meek. Not a great draw, but it's something that we can put into play, which is what I want. So next turn I can Ursa plus Karn in the same turn, which seems powerful. Seems certainly powerful. And my opponent doesn't have Tron on 3. Yeah, this game's looking... Oh, I actually have lethal. Sweet. Turn 3 kill. Was that a good draw? Was that a good draw? I'm not sure. Turn 3 kill. No big deal. Sweet to watch you play Emily, but it's also nice to see you playing other decks and smashing. Confirming you're just a currently great MTG. Oh, thank you, Sweatpants. Really appreciate it. Yeah, like this. Turn 2 Oko. And even if they kill my goose, I still can do stuff. So, breeding pool. Play the goose. Loosen up the goose while they have turn 2 Thought Knot. Brutal. Alright. I mean, it's not that terrible for me. Unless they have something to follow up. Like, if they have maybe another Thought Knot, or if the bustedness is not over, then we're gonna be in trouble, but that's another Oko. Case Heroes, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the support. Suspicious lack of Primetime in this deck. I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about, Case Heroes. Alright, we get another shot at Oko in my opponent next turn, unless they have another Thought Knot. Yeah, my opponent's draw pretty strong here. Turn 2 Thought Knot on the play. Definitely hard to beat. Definitely quite hard to beat. Yeah, we're not playing a block. We're gonna go down to 12. Spyglass. Ha! They get to see now. They get to see. Maybe they might even name Embry here. Oh, Ghost Thief of Crowns. Yeah, that makes sense. So power plant. Okay, so we can't cast Oko. Try to do this. Gonna filter for Snow Mana. Cast Astrolabe. Jeez. No lands to be found anywhere. I guess geese is not a good thing to say. I should have said geese. Huh? Huh? Right? I will see myself out. Another. Wow, my opponent's draw is just insane. Jesus. We need some lands here. Otherwise, I'm gonna need to start chomping with these skis. I was so bad at pun. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Alright, so gonna go for this. pass the turn. Gonna chump with... Wow, they just have a natural Tron. Wow. Yeah, my opponent's draw was just too much. I don't even know how I'm supposed to beat that. Double Chumperino there. Land, please. Please, I need a land. I really need a land here. Some Misty on top. Suck this. Can I even survive here? I guess I can do some chumping. Sack another Astrolabe. Down to 4. Block with both of the Thopters and the Goose on the Smasher. Wow, yeah. Yeah, that's over, right? Like, that was my out for my opponent to just somehow not have anything there. If I draw Urza off the top... If I draw Urza off the top... Mill 2 Urzas, by the way. If I find the Urza off the top, does that even do anything? Oh, Walking Ballista, yeah, that actually just kills me. Alright, GG's. Wow, that is probably like the best draw, one of the best draws I've ever seen out of Eldrazi Tron. Alright, 3-1 only against Eldrazi Tron. And we did not get the 5-0. That feels rough. Feels rough. But yeah, I guess my opponent got back with my... I had my turn 3 kill, and then my opponent just had like an insane Eldrazi Tron draw. This deck felt pretty nasty though. This deck felt super nasty. Like, it's just so powerful. Like, you're doing some really silly things. Really silly things. I don't know if this is like the optimal list or anything like that. Maybe the Thopter Foundry combo is just... We can be doing something else. Like, we could be playing like Assassin's Trophies or Fatal Pushes in the main deck, or something like that. Maybe the 4th Embry, and we can just play... maybe we can just play like either Karn with no combo, or just combo with no Karn or something else. But yeah, I mean, the deck felt super good. Like, I just felt so far ahead on literally every match that I played, and when we drew was just like in the absolute top of the draws for my opponent. Turn 2 Thought Knot into turn 4, turn 5. Tron with like actual Thought Knot backup. They didn't even need to use Expedition Map in order to find the Tron or anything. But yeah, so very powerful list, very powerful list. This is another deck that I'm interested in playing more in the future. But yep, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.